Good morning and welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 8th of March. So starting off news-wise today, not a significant amount of news coming out. We've got the Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking, and that's just about it actually, and he's due to speak about the economic outlook at a webinar hosted by the Resolution Foundation. I can't see anything significant being changed. That's at 10 o'clock, and that's it for today in terms of news. We do have the news as we run through the week on Thursday, ECB press conference. So Bank of Canada coming out, so a rate statement, etc., and conference coming through the week on Wednesday. So we've got some things happening this week. Let's just look at the technicals for now, though, and we're starting off looking at this euro now. Going to step back into the weekly picture. You can see weekly wise looking very bearish, lower high. Definitely can be confirmed. You see it clearer maybe on the dailies here, and it does look bearish as we're going into a new week. And well, can't really pull away from this at the moment. It just looks like it's doomed, as they would have said on the old Dad's Army. Anyway, for where we are at the moment, as I say, looks weak. It's already below its daily pivot. It does have weekly pivots still to be potentially hit at some stage, but for now, with this price action, of course, things can change at 8 o'clock. We may get a bit of a switch back or something, but it does look pretty bearish and a bit pinched. I mean, Friday's price action was pretty small, and if you look at the distance away from these pivots, they are quite pinched up together. So we'll see as it goes, but looking bearish on the euro. Retracements might give us the opportunity. Coming back to the pound, I'm going to do the same thing here weekly, briefly. Very bearish, I say bearish, but a bearish view of things that we're following through here, and certainly looking soft. A bit of consolidation through last week, and then Friday, coming into Friday, selling off there, and again consolidation where we are now. Might pitch up to this weekly pivot again. That may offer opportunities to be on the short side. Looking at it from a shorter time frame, that would potentially give us a higher low, so would be wary of that and wait for the breakout to start really happen, or breakdowns to start happening. So the pound does look just that tad that it could push back up, and as I said, if it breaks these highs here, well, it's given me a near-term high low at least. So I'd take that, but cautiously. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is continuing its ride to the upside. It's just, I mean, whether you look at it weekly, daily, or whatever. The important thing about coming out to this weekly is just to see where it's coming back towards. Now, I've set a target up in a position-wise in around about the 110 area, but it's coming up back towards that weekly 200. That might just put the brakes on it. We may see some sort of resistance coming into that. Almost needs to. It's gone up so strong here, but this is just the sort of a shockwave almost that we're seeing going through these markets as the dollar strengthens. And well, there we go, pushing up further, and jumping aboard is going to be a bit late now, but potentially anyway. Retracements may give the opportunity, but that's already pushing again this morning. Aussie dollar, again last week, didn't look quite as soft as some of the others, but certainly got a bit of a soft feel there. And it's, when you come down the time frames and you really look at it, and it's certainly lower high confirmed, leaving a close on Friday below that prior low there, and proper lower high. And again, dollar strength really showing, US dollar strength that is, and we're seeing the beginnings of something maybe more to the downside as we look through these markets. So every chart, yeah, even here is a lower high of this retracement that's come in, is now giving us a lower high. So softness throughout these markets. Canadian dollar is a bit of the one that's sort of stuck in the sand a little bit, but still moving to the upside there a little bit more. As I said on Friday, a bit more intransigent in its moves, but it's picking back up again, and it's got all the signs that it could continue. There's the higher low, so it's inverted Aussie almost, sitting the way it's running there. and looks like it's got further upside. So pretty much similar story all the way through these pairs. Look across a couple of cross pairs here, and well, euro yen a bit more choked. 4 hourly wise, again it's all a bit more choked up and closer here, but just looking when you come back to out, we've got this sort of series of lower highs, lower low, well, 2 lower lows so far. Does look on the softer side for now. Okay, that's pretty much it for me this morning on the currencies. Quick look at the S&Ps. Just quick flick back there on the S&Ps, and well, Friday saw a bit of a gain there, but actually let's just come out to the weeklies, and you look at the weeklies, bit of an indecisive bar there, doji sort of spinning top bar maybe, but for now we've already started a little bit on the sell side, and coming down the time frames, it does look a bit sort of soft. There's a sort of consolidation, another breakdown. Daily pivot below, if it breaks below that, well, I think we may see some more downside there, but all pointing on the softer side of things. Gold, what's gold doing for us? Continuing its move to the south side as well at this stage. Just come out to the weekly just to be fair, but you can just see that's just a continuation move that's been running through on the weekly, and you're just looking at this sort of little bear flag, and already it's rolling over on the 4 hourly, and the lower highs coming through. Similar pattern through lots and lots of these markets. I will just well, Bitcoin, it's been open during the weekend, of course. It runs 7 days a week. There is no closure on it, but looks like it had a bit of a gap up yesterday on the futures market for sure. That's now being closed, but on the cash market, it's a bit of a down day as well. As you see, it's down day, but we didn't have the gap so much to fill. So currently a bit of a down day running on Bitcoin, but it's sort of, well, for those that can see it in the trading room, he says, I'll bring it into sight a bit better. It's a more defined wedgy sort of pattern there, rising wedge. Maybe if it pulls back to the moving average I've got on here, the 34 moving average, which it seems to like a lot of break of that, well, may give another wave to the downside. It has been looking like it was going to push up much more significantly at one point, but on the bigger time frames, and really that's what I should be looking at, these sort of bigger end of day time frames. Struggling somewhat when you look at that at the moment. Anyway, that's where we are. I'm going to call it an end to the video here, so I wish you a great day. Dollar index is inverted euro effectively, ski. So if you ever looking at one, it's you just turn it upside down and you've got the other. The euro is such an important factor. You're looking at a dollar index here heading for its 200. It's exactly the same picture, but inverted, as the euro dollar heading down to its 200, so pretty much inverted. So it's such a big proportion, and there's quite a bit of correlation between some of the currencies with the euro, and so the whole thing becomes, as I say, inverted. But it does sometimes give us an extra point, or we may hit a moving average a bit earlier on the dollar index, but it's not really traded as such by so many. There we go. Already have Avora, it's on the recording, so I wish you a great day. You'll have to watch the recording for that. I will speak to you all on tomorrow morning. Take care, bye for now.